Also, I guess I'll just start the recording here just in case, but also,
When I make a great effort,
I don't know why this isn't 720p, but
the sweetness of her breath. Serena. The furniture came with the cabin. Considering how off the beaten path this place is, that helped make up our mind. Serena? Why can't I see you? This was taken on that crisp winter night at our mutual friend's hunting lodge. We came back indoors, laughing, giddy as teenagers. It was truly like an enchanted time, like we were in a magic circle where no sorrow or pain could...
yeah, Serena. Like I said, they should have taken probably about half an hour.
My love, we don't have a lot of photos of ourselves as a couple, so this one is quite important. Sometimes she would brush her leg against mine under the table when we were eating. A curious, sensual thrill.
Alright, we don't need to know about that. Thank you very much.
So much wisdom and happiness in this bookcase. My life would have been much poorer without all this. No, I don't want to leave right now. There's still something for me in here.
Oh, yeah, there is alright.
The clock is a trophy from our flea market adventures. Chalk this particular purchase up to every cabin needs one. It's a beautiful day, though there's an unnatural calm surrounding the area.
Dearest, how do I say any of this? I like your way with words, but if I don't write this, I don't know what I'll do. My life feels so unreal now, dreamlike, but wonderfully so. Let me try, even if clumsily. The hours I spent with you when we last met are precious to me. I was so lost such a short time ago. Everything seemed drained of color and feeling.
Miss no color.
I think we were meant to find each other, to bring meaning to our lives again, make sense of the confusion shrouding both of us. When we stepped into the crystal silence of the snowy woods, away from the chatter of the guests, all nature seemed expectant, as if holding its breath, witnessing a rare moment of something infinitely better than what life in the ordinary run of things has to offer. Do you remember how the light crust of the snow glittered in the reflected light of the country house? How the copse of trees in which we walked was haloed with a magical aura? I felt the chill of the night air, and you opened your coat and enfolded me in your arms, and we hugged tight, sharing the warmth, sharing the only thing any of us have to share on this earth.
Rather lewd.
And then you toppled us on the snow, you devil. We laughed and rolled around, my head already spinning from the wine and crisp, pure night air and the stillness all around. We lay back and I gasped when I realized what I was seeing. The luminous starscape, like a vast velvet cloth sprinkled with powdered sugar, like it can only be seen.
Who writes like this?
I had tears in my eyes when I turned to you and we kissed, and it felt like the only moment in all of time, or outside time, and ours was
Kiss.
the only spark that
Can't feel it, did you?
universe. You gave me these moments. You complete me in ways I never knew to dream of. Let me be the one who makes sense of the confusion whenever you feel lost again. We can make our own world against the rest of the world if need be. Together we can silence all the demons, heal all the wounds. I love you. In eternity yours.
Oh, I'm glad you have Fifis.
I
Change.
still can't understand. Even the features of her face feel hazy and distant, like remnants of a broken dream. Somewhere in here, in our private refuge, there must be hers. I used it too, when shaving. There's a strand of blonde hair in the comb.
Take it.
Yes, blonde hair like sun rays. I'm remembering. What's wrong with my memory? Did I have a stroke?
It usually happens after a kiss.
She also had a brush. and I can't see it anywhere, nor some of her other personal items. There's only an outhouse, and for some reason, whoever erected the rickety thing didn't think to include wall-to-wall mirrors, so this came in handy. They prevent my blood pressure from skyrocketing. Doctor's orders. And Serena's. I'm generally not fond of taking medication. I find it hard to believe ingesting a few chemicals will do me much good in the long run.
Don't forget your pill, hun. I know you'd rather not, but you know it's for the best.
Beta blockers. I have high blood pressure.
Alright, Alpha, calm down.
These keys are for the cabin and the car. If the keys are here, does she have her spare? I should probably stay here in case she doesn't. Did she even have her own spare?
No, go away.
Our refuge from the world. A place of warmth and passion. She is fairly religious. Not me. I'm the cold and cynical bastard. But I don't remember that ever being an issue between us. She always thought our relationship was a blessing. God, how I miss her. No longer the cynical asshole, I guess.
No, just an asshole.
Surprise to me. She was never prudish about sex, so I just didn't expect it. I guess people simply aren't that predictable.
What's she doing just going around laying with dudes?
I don't want to read right now. Especially not a Bible. She adored all things of nature. I remember her long walks out in the woods. Curiously, we never brought many plants inside the cabin. We were surrounded by so many
Cold, cynical
outside,
bastard asshole.
saturated by them.
Or in my case, asshole.
Maybe I should have let her bring some plants inside. She liked them a lot. A plant is a plant. Beautiful to some, boring to others. They say these things are alive. If they are, it must be a horrible, quite a large armoire for our admittedly Spartan needs. She uses most of it. And we all have our skeletons in the closet, but not Serena. She was perfect. I'm not sure why, but I don't feel like opening it. The sole thought of it drains what little energy I have left in me. Something draws me to this trunk. Is it the memories locked within? Or something else? We use this trunk to store trinkets and papers, but I can't help thinking there's something of importance inside. It's too painful. I want to, but not yet. Come, love, with peace in your heart, said Niamh of the ice blue eyes. Blue eyes. It's based on an Irish folktale.
Where's Daniel?
Poet O'Sheen goes to Tirnanog, a Celtic otherworld known as the Land of Youth and Promise. Niamh is of the Fey folk, the fair ones, fairies. Weird mix of doggerel and artistry. The elemental imagery is evocative, but the language and structure are a bit quaint. Still, some lines jump out at you. I've always been drawn to things that are kind of both good and bad at the same time. Maybe because the table is worn, but our dining table. Quite modest, but if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I could tell plenty of stories about this table. To be honest, I'm surprised it's still in one piece. Sharing meals with a good red wine was one of the great pleasures in our relationship, especially in the intimacy of this cabin. So many afternoons spent in this armchair.
Come sit with me. I want to talk. and cuddle.
What did we talk about? Damn this fallible memory of mine. The most comfortable spot in the cabin. Well, along with the bed, of course. The smell of old books is intoxicating. What happens to wood pulp as it ages gives it that distinctive vanilla smell. I loved it when we took down one of my favorites and curled up on the bed to read together as the wind howled outside on cold winter nights. Most of the books are mine, but all of hers are still here.
Crowdfunding or How I Met Some Great People and Went Broke. Nice.
A lot of rarities and special editions here.
Dagon for goats in 24 hours.
I didn't lend out my Necronomicon, did I? No, of course not. Most of the books are mine, but all of hers are still here too. We had such a wonderful time dining in this cabin. Serena loved to experiment with her cooking. The guy who snapped this, our host that night, used an actual film camera.
What, an actual film cam?
My love, we don't have a lot of photos of ourselves as a couple, so this one is quite important. The guy who snapped this, our host that night, used an actual film camera. It was a different world back then. When did we let this window get so gunked up? Why? I might just as well stay here. Is there anything worse than beautiful memory? I feel like I don't even have the strength to lift the lid.
Could you take this out and beat it, love? It's getting a bit dusty.
It's one of the few decorative things here. We weren't much of homemakers, either of us. I know it's my general state of mind, but I feel even more depressed with this armoire. Guess I can't shake off the memory of my sweet Serena trying on her various garments. As always, I automatically went to the window side, and she took the one by the armoire. Some of her scent still lingers. How long has it been, I wonder? I can't tell. And I miss her so.
Yeah, obviously I have no idea what the hell I'm doing because I don't remember this game at all.
The ticking
At least I don't remember how to play it.
never stops. I've wasted so much time in my life. Did I ever take a break to show her how much I truly cared? The clock has always been rather autonomous. No matter how many times we've wound it up, it keeps going out of sync. I should leave the keys here until she comes back, because I know she will. She always reminded me to take these. I never asked her to. She just did it. What's the matter with me? I can't seem to remember even ordinary things. When was the last time we made love?
Made love. It's called fucking.
Years passed, no tears fell, no death knell reached the golden shores they trod. Another love story without a happy ending. Time works differently in the other world. She's gone, and even then I just keep reading. But it's always been my way of looking for answers, processing information. I can think of worse ways. It's different. But that just... it can't be different. Am I going mad? Somehow she looks sadder than I remembered. Could I really have been so wrong about that night? My love, we don't have a lot of photos of ourselves as a couple, so all those moments we sat at this table, laughing, smiling, simply looking in each other's eyes. Will we have them again someday? This table has seen many happy times. The meals we shared, or when we just used to stay up late with a bottle of wine and talk. Oh, how we talked. I should really stay. I'm so tired anyway. I prefer the darkness inside right now. Without any activity, the corner feels cold and lifeless. I'd give anything to see her standing here again, making coffee or sandwiches. I made my own too, of course, but...
Actually, there may be a reason why this takes half an hour. We should just have to fucking wait.
The guy
Yeah, she's getting mad.
our host that night used an actual film camera. My love, we don't have a lot. The guy who snapped this, our host,
Oh, hey, my brother.
used an actual film camera.
TikTok indeed.
It was a different world back then. Actually, I think it might have gone out of sync again. No trusting this clock. I wonder what time it is. As if it mattered. The clock has always been rather autonomous. No matter how many times we've wound it up, it keeps going out of sync.
It is technically 10 past 10. If that watch.
Dearest, how do I say any of this? And then you...
No, that's the same.
I've been so immature about these. Even resorted to the old pill under the tongue trick more than a few times. She deserved better. She's angry now. Part of me realizes I should be more shocked by this, but for some reason, I just feel numb, beyond it. She was lying to me and manipulating me all the time. Why did I let her do that? I'm the one who should have been scowling. She played me like a harp and made me look like a complete idiot. All of this, these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies. I couldn't care less about this damn thing.
You couldn't care less, so that means you do care a little.
I torture myself trying
Thanks,
to...
Weirdo.
Too upset to even think straight.
Erg.
I hate her so much.
So angry, I know. Look at her, and she's angry.
Pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies. Changeable man, insolent wretch. Sounds like Serena, all right. Her father's realm. She was a daughter of the Celtic sea god Mananan. What was it? Makler? Scholars say Niamh's divine father, Mananan, was of an elder race.
Na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na.
I couldn't care less about this damn thing.
I sit here on the train, taking me to my final farewell to the ones who brought me to this world. I see the smiling
Parents.
couples on their way to new adventures and think, it used to be us. We had joy and laughter and friends once. But
And
it
yeah, she
always
saw me
got
finish
to
Limbo.
yourself.
Ooh.
You're very good at letting things you don't want to face slip off you. You continue as if nothing has changed, lost in your own lifeless world. Words and dreams may be enough for you. You know what? You'll get a chance to test that soon. I question how I once saw things. How much of what I thought we had were my own feelings, and how much of your manipulation. Because you are so very good with words, aren't you? You knew how to use them when we met, and for the longest time, I went along with the romantic whirl you conjured up around our shabby, isolated existence. Oh, it took me long enough to see it for what it was. And there were these moments that you swept me off on foolish flights of fancy, when I threw myself into your fantasies. You wove your spell, plying me with your magic and with wine in equal measure, and I was taken in like the lost little girl I was. Do you realize all the pain you've caused me? They say if you have to ask whether someone loves you, you already know the answer. Protestations to the contrary can no more convince me anymore than I can make my own mother or father draw breath again. Your aloofness tells a different story. I no longer know what you're thinking. With my parents gone and with your refusal to even accompany me in my time of need, something broke. Or maybe it happened long ago, but I never saw it so clearly before, even after everything. I don't make you feel comfortable? Really? That's all you have to say? I won't waste any more life waiting for things that'll never come. Of course, that's what you expect me to do. Play the good wife so no one will laugh at you for being the failure you are, to shield you from the truth of your existence. Lost in your books and vapid verse, blithely drifting into the mists of time, as if not even a footnote when you could be raking at it if you'd only used your words for anything other than personal indulgence. You talked and talked about your path, the winter blueness of my eyes, all that nonsense. And the years rolled by, the seasons came and went, on, you pursuing your dreams that will never be, lost in your damned words, looking for clues you'll never find. I'm sure you're doing it even now with your rotting books. You took the best years of my life and gave only empty words in return. We've gone as far as we can, and something's got to give.
Her jewelry box. What is it doing here? It's just a bunch of schmaltzy junk. A shrine to naivety. I don't see anything else of value.
Women. I know, right?
I want to hurl the whole damn lot into the lake. Or just tear at the pages until the wind sweeps them away. Some of these started to mildew long ago. Nothing gold can stay. Frost. All those words, those damn words. My whole life's been consumed by them. Now I have none left to say. Why torture myself trying to remember? A part of me still thinks you'll forgive me and come back, but I've lost all hope now. I tried to flush these a long time ago, but someone...
So what is the goal of the game? Play it for like half an hour and I think it just resolves itself for the most part.
High blood pressure? What a load of bull. I've never felt better in my life.
Look at how hard I am.
Where are you going? Oh, that's rich. Just run away.
I just needed to blow off steam, to be somewhere else, just for a while. But I can't even remember what we argued about. Unless she was the one who left. I'm too upset to even think straight.
Erg.
Dearest, how do I say any of this? And then you...
Yep, no, that's the same. I mean, of course it would be, but where the hell can I put the fucking jewelry box?
Thanked that heartless slut at least once whenever she covered up her body.
Ooh, see now you just said that she roasted his ass. He now just roasted her.
No, this isn't like me. I must calm down. If anyone is to be blamed, that's me. This ugly old thing makes me feel sick. I hate her so much. How could I have been so blind? Her vanity. Always fixing her hair before bed. Doting on her hair like a child. But I'm being unfair. Would I have wanted her to be some frump? I'm too angry to even care. All she cared about was herself all along. Her needs, her feelings. That's all that ever mattered to her. What about mine? I can't even bear to look at my face. She's really done a number on me. She never descended to criticizing my looks, though. Even when we fought, even when my hairline started going.
Ha. Hold.
It was a sore point for me. My thoughts are all over the place. Get it together, damn it. The stains on this bed suddenly make me mad. Angry, even.
Oh, I didn't want to do that. Fucking...
Why must life always end up so sordid and hateful? Sunlight. Birdsong. Nothing feels worse when there's no hope. No chance of anything.
Ooh.
I couldn't care less about the damn thing now.
Again, if you couldn't care less.
Have a look at the contact pages. Her and her damn spice. Wow, two can play at that game. Serena thought she was so special. Always trying to make our sex life edgy and exciting. Now I can see she was just afraid of admitting how bland and boring she really was. She once told me how I supposedly used words to fool her somehow, but what did she think this stuff was? Natural?
Boom.
How was I supposed to react when she used this anyway? She knew I loved her. It's not like we have to say it over and over again.
Yeah, fuck you women. God, I said I love you once. I don't have to say it again. God, feelings.
This disgusts me. So many lies, so much deceit. She probably left it here just to spite me.
Yeah, now I smell nice, you bastard. That's me.
All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies. All the real color faded from it long ago. It must be full of dust mites. I should burn it.
Burn it.
I told her the rug was fine work. Like I know anything about handicrafts. But it's what the Empress wanted to hear, wasn't it? I'm not crawling in there. I'm too riled up for that, and it's just not dark enough anyway. The light is so dim here. Makes me want to chop down every tree outside. That incessant noise. I should smash this useless antique to pieces right now. It can't keep the time for 5 minutes straight. Chimes completely at random and never stops making that infernal noise. But hey, guess who thought it was so cute? It feels darker by the...
This guy, they should have hired me to do this voice acting.
Or is it? I feel so turned around.
You know, you see an ad on like Craigslist or something. Needs a man who rants really well. I'll do it.
No.
I'm also foreign, so...
Even if the light is going. It's finally sinking in. She's not coming back. Nothing in this cabin will ever change again unless it's by my hand. It's just a book. What good will reading a fairy tale do me?
Take that, Jesus.
God has never been there for me when I needed comfort. Why would he want to go out of his mysterious ways to help me now?
Because you're a dick. That's why I've never helped you, you prick.
Stupid.
If you'd have asked for forgiveness, I might have done, but you calling me out? Piss off. God has spoken.
I should tear all her filthy, disease-ridden clothes apart and burn them. Everything she wore, just to lure me in. Not even these violent impulses give me the strength I need to open the armoire. What is wrong with me?
Everything, it seems.
This armchair. This is where we had that talk. That damn...
I've been trying so hard, but we lost something along the way. Did you get my letter? Will you just listen to me for once? God, you're always... Wait, where are you going? Don't walk away from me.
I couldn't care less about this damn thing. Why torture myself trying to remember? It's like looking into my own soul right now. Did I see shadows move? No. Just my imagination. It's like the whole world is against me. Even my mind is playing tricks on me. I tried to be charitable with her, but what did it get me? Honestly, she could rarely carry a tune, so her humming habit got on my nerves. My wife has no indulgence given except what comes to her from heaven. We eat little, we drink less. This earth breeds not our happiness. William Blake. She actually threw this at me once. She could have killed me. That's how the bedroom window got that crack.
Here's your stupid omelet.
Heavy damn thing. Cast iron. Never those.
You could have jumped off that cliff. I know.
Again, good riddance. I'm too upset to even think straight. I hate her so much.
Sit down. We need to talk.
When did it go so wrong? This was supposed to be a... We weren't supposed to fight here.
You just don't get it, do you? You never do.
All of this, these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, I couldn't care less about this. Why torture myself trying to I feel like throwing this chair through the window. But that would just make me even angrier. Her favorite chair, huh? I should just smash this thing to pieces. It's wobbly and off balance, just like she was. Especially that night. I'm too upset to even think straight. I hate her so much. Truth is, I could have used this spice to get some of her abominations down my throat.
Boom.
Never had any sense for balancing a meal. It was either spicy hot or cringeworthy bland. I was used to much better fare before my family fell on hard times. Almost empty. So typical of you, Serena. Not one limit. All of this, these...
Yes, go ahead and empty the whole salt shaker on your meal. I hope you choke.
She was always yammering about the salt, feigning concern about my blood.
God, this guy has issues.
Could have emptied this into
Just
her
a few.
long throat till she vomited. If she were here, I'd rub salt into her wounds, all right, just like she's rubbed salt into mine. I couldn't care less about this damn thing. Why torture myself trying to remember? I'm too upset to even think straight. I remember how happy these made her. She smiled. That wonderful smile.
Well, they both do. Yeah,
I
well.
must have gifted these to make amends or something. Or did I? Did I ever gift her anything? She loved her trinkets more than she loved me. Right? I hate her so much. Her wedding ring or mine? But what is it doing here? Oh, please, no. It's hers. I can't believe she would just leave it here. Where the hell is she? No. It can't be true. No, I didn't do it. I need to wake up from this nightmare. All of this, these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies. I couldn't care less. Why torture myself trying to remember? I'm too upset to even think straight. I hate her so much. All of this, these... I couldn't care less about this. Why torture myself trying to remember? I'm too upset to even think straight. I hate her so... All of this, these...
No go.
pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies. I couldn't care less about this damn thing. Why torture myself trying...
I basically just now got to click on everything
Set to even think straight.
until he stops talking.
I hate her so... All of this... I couldn't care less about this damn thing. Why torture myself trying to remember? I'm too upset to even... I hate her so much. All of this... I couldn't care. Why torture myself? I'm too upset to even think straight. I hate her so much. Do I deserve to be forgiven? What about all the things she did and all the things she said?
Words and dreams may be enough for you, but you know what? You'll get a chance to test that soon because I've had enough.
All of this, these... I couldn't care less about this. Why torture my... I'm too upset to even think straight. I hate her so. All of this, these pathetic. I couldn't care less about this damn thing.
This is the only problem with games like this.
Why torture myself trying to I'm too upset to even. I hate her so much. How could I be so inconsiderate? Did this?
What the fuck am I playing? Just a game that's supposed to take like half an hour, even though I'm 35 minutes in, so...
I will fix it. In case she comes back. I haven't got any bulbs on me, and I didn't bring any tools. Wait, what am I thinking? Why am I worrying about a stupid lamp? All of this, these pathetic. I couldn't care less about. Why torture myself? I'm too upset to even think straight. I hate her. It was she who didn't deserve me. I wouldn't waste my intellect on this sublunary distraction. She probably cared more for this plant than she cared for me. All of this, these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies. My God.
He killed her!
It can't.
And he went completely insane, oh my god.
How did it happen? I can't remember. It's already rotten beyond recognition. But how much time has passed? It's dry and withered. A body takes at least weeks to...
Oh my god.
How long has it been? I can't even remember how I did it. Maybe I didn't. Do I have brain damage? Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised.
What? The ass? Yep. Dead woman in the closet. Goodbye, dead woman in the closet.
My face. What's happened to my face? Is this my punishment? It's like looking into a mirror. I've just been slowly rotting inside all along. Until I took her life.
Maybe that's a man.
Demon.
No, it's his wife.
Destroyer. Impure. Dead, worm-eaten wood. The many times we sat here. So many.
Also, you can hear voices outside, in case you couldn't tell.
The last time. The dinners, the laughs.
Or it's the voices in his head, it's one of the two.
There's no point. No point at all. The more I look at this, the more it feels like an electric chair.
Horror
I
game.
won't see her sitting up.
No. Because this is the end.
I just don't know how to cope. I must have taken her ring off when... Why is it in this chest? Was it guilt? Disgust? Denial? In sickness and in health. Until death do us part. Why did she have to be like that? Why did she always...
Yeah, why is it her fault you murdered her?
What have I done to you, my Serena? I can't think about this. I feel faint. I have to breathe normally. I'm getting hysterical. Seeing this, I can't help thinking of pepper spray. It doesn't even make any sense. Pepper, the black condiment. I have to focus on something, just not this. I need to stop staring at this idiotic thing. If only I had died of high blood pressure, at least she would be random associations. I remember after our fight just...
Yeah, it's the black condiment.
For what seemed like hours. Serena was the salt of the earth. She was my pillar.
She's fucking something of the earth now.
What have I done? Just words. This is not life. All the words in these books couldn't bring her back to me. What have I become? All the knowledge in here was at my reach, and yet I was blinded by ignorance. I'm going to be sick. There's no booze, no food. Even if there was anything left to eat or drink, I couldn't force it down. There's no point. Oh, is this how I did it? I should bash my skull in with this right here, right now. There's no point in going on. If only Serena hadn't missed me back then.
Do you realize how stupid this was? We had a plan. I took measures to ensure nothing like this would happen. But no, you couldn't help your damn self. We can't risk moving it now. The bulldozers are coming any minute.
Fire will do it.
Do you think they will buy it after all this time? It's been months since you...
Don't worry. It's all covered. He spent much time here.
Fine, give me the kerosene.
Oh no.
Oh shit. We forgot your... Fuck. It was so stupid to leave it. Why did you do that?
Can you calm down? I couldn't bear to wear it any longer. It's in a safe place. We'll pick it from the ashes.
No, not like this. Please.
I'm on fire. Fire. Well, rip man. There you go, that's Serena. There you go, Chris. I hope you enjoyed. This is only one of the few point and click walking sim game things that I only have ever enjoyed because, well, it's like 40 minutes and not like 8 hours, so partly that. But yeah, I mean it's alright, it's fine. Yeah, that was fucked up and good. See, like I say, I'm not one for games like this, but if you can condense an entire lifetime of a story into 40 minutes like that, then you've done a good job as far as I'm concerned. Because like I said, this game could have been like 6 hours long and it would have just been just worse, you know. It's like I've played Gone Home, I think it's called. Like that is like I think the only other game that I kind of enjoyed, just because it's a mystery. Obviously you're walking around the house trying to figure out what's going on, and it has a sort of horror spooky aspect to it, but it's not a horror game. And by the end, when you figure out what's happened and what went off, like, that's the only thing I will admit that I don't like about Gone Home, is that it's very horror in atmosphere, but the story behind it is, say, much like this. It's a very toned down story that the game tries to tell you, but the atmosphere is just strangely horror-esque in Gone Home. And I'm not going to spoil the story to Gone Home in case you want to play it. I mean, I might again at some point in the future, but like the story behind Gone Home does not need the you turn up to an abandoned childhood home to meet your parents or whatever it is on a rainy night and there's like creaky floors and it's all dark and whatever. Like, that's the one thing that game doesn't need, but whatever, it's a fine game. And doesn't this game just, yeah, this game just fucking boots you out once you press escape. So anyway, that was Serena. Hope you enjoyed. Like I say, it's a half decent story game. I mean, I like it, but I mean, I guess I'll never play it again, really. But yeah, hope you enjoyed. But yeah, ta-ta for now. See you next time.